Did
I thought the
we?
plan was just kick the door in, kill the mayor.
We actually had something more sophisticated.
Yes,
That
actually.
doesn't sound like us.
Okay, here it
That
is.
doesn't sound like us at all.
So Sergeant Giles sends the mayor a letter that he has enough.
Greetings and welcome to our fifth or sixth session here. I'm kind of starting to lose numbers of Dracadia, our D&D campaign. We have back with us Uin Lad, played by Smarty.
Yo.
Benqua, played by Xencarn.
Yo.
Koni, played by Tetsuknife.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Flint, played by BlueHamsterBean.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
And Miltonian as himself, also playing Sergeant Leonard.
If an elf talks in a forest and there's no dwarf around to hear him, is he still wrong?
When we last left our heroes, because I'm not answering that one, they pretty much uncovered that the mayor's up to no good. He's trying to get a team of engineers into the mine to reopen it, dig out a bunch of very valuable minerals, sell it on the black market, make a ton of profit, and then run off with the money, leaving the town completely. The plan, as the players have mentioned earlier, is that they're going to trick the mayor into a meeting somewhere private and away from the town so that they can arrest him. And you know this is a fantasy game when political figures are meeting with their consequences. So, that said...
We get to kill the mayor. We get to kill the mayor.
We also forgot to mention that the mayor apparently is not actually the mayor, but someone wearing his face.
There's that too, yes. Slight detail.
Which is why we're, doing this whole thing in the first place.
So then, I think it was the evening, if I don't recall.
Yeah.
Were you going to do this in the morning after a good night's rest, so you all have your plans? And
I guess we can do that, but are you sure we don't? Are you sure we want to do that and not keep tabs on the mayor in case he tries to pull something?
keeping tabs on him should be fairly easy. You know where he lives.
Yeah, we do know that.
We will need to sleep eventually, and also, how long will it take for a letter to be delivered and for a reply to come? This is a small town.
Depends how far the letter has to go.
So not very far, so, yeah.
Yeah, across town, which is 5 minutes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
In that case, maybe we rest for the night, but maybe maybe someone can keep an eye on them and we can swap out occasionally. Or just take a look at the house.
You guys basically get a good night's sleep. You take turns watching, make sure the mayor stays in his house, and he does. For the most part, the party is not having any issues. Nothing comes out in the middle of the night, no shadow monsters. The mayor stays in his house, seems unaware, as far as you can tell, that there's anything going on. You guys are somewhat heroes for fighting off a shadow monster previous couple nights, so hey, it's all you, baby. I'd like to say that I cast Goodberry with my 3 slots before bed. Fair. Okay, so...
the other ones are just berries now, and we have 30 new ones, which I can distribute later.
Good. You get up at the butt crack of dawn with the crowing of the roosters. Sun's starting to come up, peeking over the horizon to the east. It is a new day. You have 30 berries in your pocket, shades, and half a tank of gas. Let's roll.
Hit it.
So, what's the plan? What do we do?
Koni is going to just basically get into position, get ready to sneak into the mayor's house, and already start approaching it.
Okay.
I think Flint is just going to hang around. Well, first of all, he's going to spend some time with Dr. Flynn, because he still is an apprentice herbal doctor. But after he's going to probably just say to him, hey, I've got something probably happen later today. I'm gonna be taking one of those, I think vacation days you call them. Also, just in case, I think you need this. And you'll hand him a slip of paper and you'll say, open it in case of emergencies. And out of character inside is basically a will in case Flint doesn't come back.
Case of emergency. Okay. Specifically unspecific. All right. So you have that done. Koni gets to the mayor's house. Sneaking inside, I'm assuming.
That's right.
All right. Give me a quick check.
Good luck, good luck.
Ugh, I knew that was coming.
All right.
Wait, do we still have inspiration? Did you use that? Or, sorry, go on.
I have
you're supposed to use that
inspiration.
beforehand anyway.
Inspiration was given a while ago. It has been used, however.
Okay, gotcha. And none of us are around to use our inspiration, so yeah.
It's all right. Unfortunately, the butler is up a little earlier than you are, and he does spot you, but thinks nothing of it. You're a citizen of the town. You're probably just coming in to use the library or whatever. So he just kind of nods and continues doing his morning routine, setting things up, getting things cleaned up for breakfast for the mayor.
Koni's just going to pass by the house. I don't know. I don't know if she has to cut through someone's backyard or like run in the woods and then come back or whatever. But she's just gonna do a loop and try again.
All right. So you do a nice little loop through the farmlands, through some forest area, and you come back around the other side of the mansion.
Yeah, it's like she like sneaks around with the Looney Tunes music playing. A bush is just like waddling from one spot to another. Dives behind a scarecrow, and the scarecrow just sort of like pogo sticks closer to the house.
Much better. All right. Well, it is an improvement, however small. But at this point, you managed to kind of sneak in through a window that was left open to air out the house. And there doesn't seem to be anybody around. You can hear maids and the butler walk up and down the halls now and then, but no one close enough to spot you at the moment. So, Koni is in. Let's see. So that's two of them. Between Uin Lad, Benqua, and Sergeant, what are you three doing?
Composing this letter.
Wait, I thought Connie was gonna go in after the letter had been sent.
Well, I mean, what else was she going to do before then?
Fair enough.
Besides, Koni, we don't control what Koni does.
Very true. Connie does what she wants. What the police
Day has only just risen and we've already deviated from the plan.
Screw teamwork. I'm the Green Ranger.
Ah, yes.
Okay, Tommy.
Okay. So, Sergeant, you compose the letter. Get all nice and wrapped up. And I guess you'll give it to one of the little runners in the village that will get the letter over.
Yep.
Okay. So you do such. And the letter goes off to get delivered.
And then, well, Sarge is going to casually make his way toward the meeting place.
Okay. All right. Uin Lad?
Going to the fairies, go find myth folks, and collect some people to organize a little fun for when the mayor arrives. We're gonna kidnap him. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just moving over to the meeting, to wherever the designated meeting point is at this stage. We just want as many people there as we can in case something goes horrendously wrong.
Bear's been killed by a face-stealing thing. Something's already gone horrifically wrong.
Yeah, but that was forever ago. I mean, something recent.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, hey, take some of these berries.
Mhm.
Wait, are we even together yet? I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
Not yet.
Yeah.
All right. And what are you doing, Benka?
Just heading to the meeting place.
Any preparations or anything beforehand?
No, I don't think
One
so.
thing.
Hmm.
Flint would quickly stop by Tessa's house, and her house is pretty close to the edge of the woods, right?
Yep.
I think you just walk up, knock on the door. Hey, you around?
A very sleepy Tess opens the door. Yeah?
Well, just wanted to let you know that something's going to be going down on the edge of the woods, involving what happened yesterday. Just in case you want to be present, but it might be dangerous. I don't blame you if you don't want to come. I just want you to know, just in case, perhaps someone doesn't come back.
What are you doing?
Sarge wants to arrest the mayor for impersonating an official. You can see how this could possibly go poorly, considering what happened.
Very so, considering, yeah. All right, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep an ear out. Get some coffee. Good luck. Yeah, scream
Thanks.
if anything. I mean, he's an old guy. I don't think he's going to do anything.
Well, he's also someone wearing someone else's face, so it's hard to say.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's true. I
Still.
mean, how dangerous is he other than just being a really good con artist?
No one knows. That's the problem. But yeah, anyway, I guess someone will know if something goes badly. Either way, hope to see you later today. And enjoy the coffee. I hope I didn't wake you up too early. See ya.
Yep.
And Flint will head off.
Okay.
Sort of curses internally. I thought she'd be more interested, but otherwise just handing out berries to the other party.
Person.
Yeah, probably not. Also, Flint will hand each of you, everyone else 6 good berries. So he'll have 6 and everyone else will have 6. Just in case someone who doesn't have healing capabilities, well, just so someone who doesn't have healing capabilities can bring someone back up if someone goes down.
Good plan.
So we should all have 6 of them. You can change yeah, you can just mark that down. Sorry, I'm rambling.
All right, 6 good berries. They only last the day, though, correct?
For 16 hours, yes, because I cast them the night before.
All right, then.
So basically the day, yes. I don't imagine many people have 16-hour days.
Tess might
No,
have
no.
16-hour nights, but yeah.
Not unless you're, stuck in the middle of a retail job.
Oh god, yeah, so real.
Too real. All right. Koni, you can hear that the letter gets delivered. The butler takes the letter, takes it up to the mayor, who's having breakfast in the dining hall. The mayor opens the letter. There's a bit of silence, and then there's just a lot of grumbling. It's like a lot of grumbling, like even for a person who's not a morning person, just like. So he seems to be really put off by this.
Oh no, the mayor is put out.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Koni is going to wait until she hears him leave the building before she starts before she starts to sneak around anymore, and also try to get an idea of where like the butler and the maids and all those people are before she starts moving around.
Okay. The mayor continues with his breakfast. Some of the maids are in the kitchen cleaning up after the breakfast for feeding everybody. The butler starts doing his cleaning routine and setting things up for the day. And by later in the morning, the mayor's finally done and he gets himself dressed to go leave. To go meet Sergeant and figure out what's going on here.
Alrighty.
Yep.
And with that going on, Koni springs into action quietly, and will
Be
try
very
to
quiet.
be very, very quiet. I'm trying to incriminate elected officials.
Hey, nice.
I don't know if Koni's like walking around in a vase, like where their feet sticking out of the bottom of it or something. But yeah, she tries to break into his office and start trying to like grab any kind of evidence that she might be able to find.
Okay. Well, you do know that the ledger's the biggest piece of evidence that you've found, so that will be what you would
Get
gather.
to scratch up his emergency room under the desk.
Oh, I already dealt with that.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Aha.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, other than the ledger, is there anything else that could be kind of incriminating or help us in this to try to figure out who this guy is and why he was doing what he did? I mean, I doubt I'm going to find like a signed confession lying around the house, but there's got to be just if he's already been like doing all of this and like making all these plans, he might have more stuff that we can use to get him with.
All right. You don't find anything else. The ledger, though, is pretty good considering it details a lot of the stuff that the mayor's been doing at the mines with the engineering staff. It does occur to you that the engineering staff is nowhere in the mansion.
All right, well,
Well,
first
that
things
sucks.
first, I take the ledger and drop it out the window into the bushes next to the house.
Okay.
Now that I've gotten that, I'm going to then try to. Yeah, that seems kind of sus now that you bring it up. I'm going to try to see if I can sneak around in the house, try to see if I find any traces of them. As
You get close to being spotted by the butler, which managed to kind of dive around a corner. But he is seeming getting a little suspicious about these halls.
Okay, so I go to the linen closet and get a white sheet, throw it over myself, and cut out some holes, and then I scare the butler and the maids into thinking this place is haunted. Check
Naturally.
and mate.
Right?
Okay, so I don't
But-
find anything then?
No, they've. I mean, they are still in town. That's what you can tell for sure because their carriage is still parked outside at the stables, and the rooms that they use are being cleaned up by the maids and beds being tidied and all that. But just they
All right.
themselves and apparently their gear is not in the house.
Okay, that is very sus. I'm going to go climb out the window, get the ledger. I'm also going to go inspect the carriage in the stables. If I gotta roll another stealth, I will, but I'm just going to like I don't want to like make too much noise while I'm inspecting it.
Okay. You don't have to make another roll for it. You inspect it, and it's just a standard, really sturdy, good traveling carriage. You could fit 6 people in there comfortably inside, another 2 on the driving seat.
And there's not like anything underneath it. There's not like a hidden compartment or.
No. I mean, there's a compartment for luggage and stuff, but nothing hidden.
Is there anything in the luggage compartment?
It is currently empty.
Okay, that's. Yeah, well, I've got the ledger and I've got the important thing, so unless I see them like coming down the road right now, Koni's just gonna book it out of here with the pile of evidence and go and like meet up with the others.
All right, so here we are at the foothills path next to the forest.
So we are.
see some fairies around.
Yeah, 3 little fairies have joined. So you can command them stand wherever you want them to be. Just give them commands if they you want them to hide in the trees or stand with you. Up to you. The mayor will be coming from the path on the east.
I'm assuming Koni gets there before the mayor.
Yes, because the mayor's just walking his way, and you can double move essentially and dash over there quickly.
Yeah, Koni comes running up, holding the big book over her head like it's like she's playing Super Mario 2 or something, about to throw it. Guys, I got the book.
Nice job. Nice job. Thanks. Here, take these berries.
All right. Say, come to think of it, should we like hide this book somewhere rather than alert the mayor to know that we have it?
Probably. Honestly, maybe we should have arranged to have it given to someone else.
That's okay. I can hide it.
Okay. Flint just looks at the fairies running around, waves, smiles.
Well, I suppose we could just dump it in the bushes here. I mean, it's not like that's going to be the first place he'll look for it.
Why would he look? He
Right.
doesn't even know it's gone.
Right.
Exactly.
And I had to verify that this was like the ledger with all the stuff in it, right? I didn't just like grab the biggest book on his desk, I imagine.
Correct.
Before, so yeah. I think Flint just leans against a tree, says, Sarge should probably be the one, like, up front to talk, I guess, because, he sent the letter.
Right.
And Koni's going to dive behind something that's large enough to obstruct a view of her and hide.
Right.
Okay.
Terribly, apparently.
Yeah, today is not your day to roll. Oof.
Well, it was good when she was leaving.
Very true, that worked.
I mean, better a bad roll now than when we need it for something else.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Benqua and Sergeant, are you going to stand there in the
Yeah.
road to greet? Okay.
Yeah, that's makes the most sense for where Sarge is, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think it would be weird if it was just one person. Two.
All right.
Like that seems infinitely more suspect than like two.
Right. And the fairies, where do you want them?
Is there like a pingy? Oh, there. No, there isn't. Do it. There's. I got one. We're just gonna be nearby, and then I'm gonna get out.
All right. You're all in positions and you wait. And eventually, the bear shows up.
We hurry up and wait, yes.
It's only like 5-6 minutes. So yeah, Mayor's, just walking his way up the path and everything. Doesn't seem to suspect the thing. He gets about that far. All right, Sergeant. What is it going on that you dragged me all the way out here?
Well, if I recall correctly, Sarge is still in possession of the head. So, he is going to pull out the head of the actual mayor, quote unquote, and say, right, well, I want an explanation for this.
Severed head.
Right. Of you.
That is a interesting likeness. Where did you get that from? Did you thwart an assassin attempt?
The crypt where all the heroes what killed the dragon was supposed to be buried in. Sound familiar?
No, I mean, I go to that crypt once in a while to pay my respects to Grandma, but
Yeah, can I insight that?
Sure.
I mean, I know it's
Same,
bull,
same.
but also like it feels weird not to.
One sec. Da.
all right. So 13 and 20. I mean, yeah, obviously he's not going there for Grandma. He is going there, but not to pay respects to anybody.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's a very interesting story there, but I'm afraid that impersonating a government official is a crime, and I ain't so keen on face stealers to begin with.
What are you insinuating, Sarge?
What I'm getting at here, Mayor, is, well, not Mayor, is that you're under arrest for impersonating a government official, and this is going, if you'll come quietly, we are going to put you in the jail cell, and then the king's guards can come and pick you up, and then you'll be their problem.
You're kidding, right?
I'm very serious.
Come on, man. You know what he's like.
Okay, fair enough. But you really think you're just going to allege that you found this severed head that looks stridingly handsome-ish in an undead, rotting sense to me?
Gross, but alright.
So you think
Ew.
I'm a face-stealing creature impersonating the mayor?
Well, we think you're impersonating one of the heroes and then became the mayor afterwards, but it all ends up at the same point, really.
And do you think the townsfolk are going to buy this story?
We convinced them a bunch of bandits were going to attack one time, so probably.
Well, there were bandits that were attacking, weren't there?
And you're actually exactly what we say you are, so I guess you made my point.
Touché.
Now, whatever you are, and whatever they think of me, is immaterial. I have a duty, and I'm going to carry it out, and that includes arresting and dealing with any threats to these people. I don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but you're not who you say you are, and you are breaking the law. And that means that, regardless of any personal consequences, it is my duty to carry out the law.
Okay. It's too early in the morning for this. So tell you what, Sarge. You and this ragtag bunch of losers turn around and go home. I'll pretend this meeting didn't happen, and I will go back and continue doing my thing. You keep doing your thing, and we'll just call it that.
Please put
What
your arms
is
behind your back.
thing? Like, why should we just let you go back to it? Like, what are you actually doing? Because I'm going to be honest, I care less about this than Sarge does. So if you could just tell us your whole thing, and maybe we can talk him around.
You really want to know the whole thing?
I mean, it's better than not knowing the whole thing.
Okay. I'm mayor of a very poor, piddly little village out in the edge of the kingdom. I am trying to rejuvenate the economy by looking in that mine to see if there's anything worth mining out of it so that we could make a little money and expand the town. We don't even show up on half the maps around these countryside. You really think
Oh, you're
you
not
wanna
wrong
keep
about
this up?
that.
Yeah. I'm only trying to do my job, which is to keep the town prospering and alive.
Right, but that doesn't explain the whole face stealing part. What's
Well,
that about?
I don't know what the face stealing part. That's not my face. That's something else.
You know your left eye twitches every time you'd say this sort of thing,
Yeah,
right?
can I insight check that?
Go ahead.
Because I'm going to be so mad if he's telling the truth. We had an entire plan, like, god damn it.
I mean, I may as well too, even though I think might check. Okay, anyway.
I mean, you got a 6 to beat. And you beat it.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, I did get a 20 earlier for what it's worth, but
Well, I
mean-
believe everything he's saying.
Well, I mean, there's something suspicious about him. He says that's not his face. Okay, well, I mean, obviously, it's not a... But there's something to it.
Because he stole it.
Yeah, he
Well, yeah,
stole the
well, also, you know what
identity,
Koni said.
perhaps.
Okay.
We also were told by Koni about the whole. This is out of character. We were told by Koni about the whole money laundering thing, right?
Yeah, you kind of figured
Yeah.
out that he was going to
Now-
abscond with the money.
Well, I have a role to make here as well. I found... Aha!
Hey.
Aha!
That's the most fitting way this could have turned out. Period.
Hold it.
So what does Sarge think of this?
Objection!
What does Sarge think of this? Well, what Sarge think of this is this. if the mayor is trying to rejuvenate the economy of this little village by reopening the mine, there wouldn't be a reason to secretly hire the engineering team behind everyone's back. And furthermore, the mayor's never cared about anyone going to the mine. He's always been trying to make this a trade center because it's near a river.
Right, so all that talk what about making this town to a trade center since it was near the river, and, well, before you never really cared about the mine, plus all this secrecy here. But despite all that, you want us to believe that you're just trying to make the town prosper. Despite all the backroom dealings and shadiness that you seem to be insistent upon engaging in.
Hey, I'm a politician. I'm allowed to waffle.
Please put your arms behind your back.
No, make me.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay.
Don't be like this. Just do the
Okay.
thing.
Challenge accepted.
Well, he is going to step forward
Okay.
and going to try to make him.
Okay. You put the...
I want to, before you do that, I want to make a roll real quick.
Okay.
So Koni was fully aware that the engineers, or they're called engineers, right? The excavators, or the people the mayor hired.
Correct.
She's like wondering if they're about to like stage a rescue for the mayor. So I just want to roll perception real quick.
Go ahead. Okay. You don't see anyone coming.
All right. Koni is going to stay hidden and is going to start wrapping an oily rag around her an arrow.
Okay. All right. This is what happens. Sergeant, you go to grab his hands and you put him in cuffs, and he doesn't really resist much at all. He just looks down at these, wrist cuffs and just kind of quaint. You think these are going to hold me?
Well, there's two ways I could take that. First off, you're threatening to break out of them, in which case, I'm perfectly capable of stabbing you if you do. Second off, you're threatening political recriminations. Which, again, possible, but I have my duty, and I'm going to fulfill it for the good people of this town. Whatever may transpire afterwards is not my concern at the moment.
As you're speaking, he starts growing larger, redder, bursting through the handcuffs, looking down at you, this huge red dragon, grinning. Go ahead and stab me. Take the first shot.
This makes a lot
You know
more
what?
sense now.
We up. New plan. We leave and you keep doing whatever it is that you're doing.
Challenge accepted.
No.
Everyone roll initiative.
God, I hate all of you.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
Okay, not terrible. Oh, I thought that perception check was an
Oh,
initiative
that
roll.
was awful.
Oh, by the way, Tet, for your initiative, have you been adding your proficiency bonus? Because Harangon get that, I think.
Oh,
In which case, that'd just be a 15 rather than a 13.
okay. You know what? Koni's got some thoughts about this, even though she is certainly surprised.
All right. Sergeant's
Ah.
going to go first, only because the dare.
Right. Well, Albert comes out. And... I mean, are we doing this?
It's up
We
to
roll
you.
initiative, dude.
Ball's in your court, buddy.
Out of character,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a good likelihood that we all just die if we fight the dragon.
I remain dubious that this is really a dragon.
Ah,
If he was a bit, Koni's gonna yell this once when she breaks cover, but just for context, she's thinking, if he was a red dragon, why would he waste all this time with all these charades and pageantry? He would just come in and take what he wants.
So why would he come to this back-ass water village when he can go take over a more successful village?
Yeah, yeah. Why all the secrecy? It's not like the all-powerful. No offense, Sarge, but it's not like the all-powerful town guard is going to be able to stomp him if he's not keeping things under wraps.
Because he's immortal and it's a massive long con.
I'm calling his bluff.
All right. Sarge is going to take a look at this. Sort of, halberd's out. Cracks a neck. Goes, all right. Kind of, for duty.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Oh, good. Action surge.
You also get a bonus action attack.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh,
Okay.
The duality of the dice.
I had the weird thing is that I had a feeling you were going to roll an out 20 against this guy at some point.
oh my. Oh my.
And the second attack here.
The D4 butt attack.
I still need to try to hit with it, though, so.
Yep. Oh, God.
Da-da-da-da. That's plus
a
5.
D4. 5, so it's 22.
22 will hit.
Okay, D4 plus
3.
3.
So 6.
Yep,
That's a total of 20 damage.
that halberd goes swirling around.
So your first attack kind of like glances right off the scale, sparking, and the dragon just kind of. And then just in this moment of surge, you spin it around and drive it into the other side against the scales, which actually finds its mark and draws blood. At which point his eyes narrow and he just goes, oh, oh.
Well, that one.
And then the butt of it comes up.
And then, yeah, and just the butt just comes right up into the chin. Just, ah. All right. Does he kind of adjust his jaw? I see. Well. So you have chosen death.
Duty.
I don't have absorb elements.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is everything Sarge can do at this moment, so he is right in front of a dragon. Yes, this is how things are going.
How far does that cone go?
Yes.
It's a good question, and we are going to find out. Spread out, everyone, as quickly as you can, please.
It looks like a fairy's going.
All right.
Yeah.
Harry just pulls out a shotgun and shows the dragon who's boss.
Right.
Comes on
the
the fairy
captain.
hood.
Welcome to the fairy hood.
Whatever he expected, it was not what just happened.
No, he did not expect this. All right. Well, that's not going to do anything. As the little fairy opens up with a bow and arrow.
All the magic of the Feywild chooses to attempt to shoot it in the face.
Yes.
Koni.
All right, Koni.
All right. Koni will. There we go. Koni's going to pop up and try to pop the dragon in the eye with a well-placed arrow.
Okay.
Not even like giving him the benefit of fear or any kind of respect of being in awe about this. She's just like, pop up, fire. And that's a 14.
That
Well,
will,
that was the short sword, yeah.
that will not hit.
Yeah, in that case, she's going to just move right here.
Okay.
Hide behind this tree.
All right.
Well, okay. Flint's turn. He's kind of just looking at this dragon, just saw Sarge stab it. Just
Somehow
Pauses
managed
for a
to stab
moment?
it.
and then just shrugs. okay, we're doing this. And he's just going to quickly run over to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run this way.
Okay.
And while he's running, he's going to turn around and actions. Yeah, he's just going to load a sling bullet and try and toss it at him.
All right.
Because, yeah, attacks. Oh, wait, that's under abilities, probably actions. Where's sling? Oh, there's sling. 21.
That will hit.
Great. So that is going to be 5 damage. Basically, rolls around, fires it, probably just cracks him in the chin.
Crack. Ugh. Annoying little gnats.
Okay, not what I expected.
Fairy number 2. Okay, so this is a thing. Well,
Haha.
let's throw some magic missiles at this thing.
Oh, they have magic missiles.
Oh, good. We can
That's
magic.
more like it.
Look, no matter how strong you are, all you need is enough low-level wizards that all have memorized magic missile, and eventually.
Yeah, they didn't really bother to show up though.
I mean, hey, what else you want?
Look, awaken army of squirrels. Give them all wands of magic missile.
They'll show up wearing little wizard hats.
Yes. The most adorable.
Time to rise up
squirrel.
is now.
Summon woodland creatures, give them all.
Yes. This is why druids are
all
OP.
ones with magic missile.
Sprite 3.
Alright, Sprite 3. Okay, so the fairy tries to cast a spell on the dragon, but it fails.
Ah.
Alright, now it's the dragon's turn.
It cannot be.
Oh.
No, it's fair. He offered Sarge the first hit, and you know what? Sarge did accept.
Yep.
You know, Sarge, I have to say, lawful to the end.
One question. Were you always the mayor? Or did you do it halfway through?
I was always the mayor. This was the plan since day one.
Anyway,
I don't like how long Vigo's taking to figure out how this turn's gonna work.
I like a little banter before I pummel the hero into the dirt.
Oh, ouch. Plus 14. Shit. Okay.
well, let's see. Golly gosh darn it, I think his AC is 16.
All right.
Well, everyone, it's been lovely, lovely, gaming with you here as Sergeant Giles.
Don't worry, dude. I'm coming. I'll try to help.
Oh, come on. It's only a maximum of like 50-something damage. You'll be fine.
Okay. So Sarge is going to take 8 damage as he basically just takes a large claw and just drop it on the Sarge in a grapple, just kind of trying to pin you to the ground.
All right.
Because he wants this to be nice and slow. This is gonna hurt.
He forgot I have second wind. Anyway.
I'm sorry, are you thinking that he's not going to be a little overconfident that he's fighting second level piddlies?
That's entirely fair. I think he's an actual. By the way, I think he's an actual dragon. I think we at this point.
Even better.
Oh, good.
I'm telling you,
glad
it's
we're
a
all on the
clever
same
disguise.
page.
Benqua, your turn.
Okay. I have a plan. It's not a good plan. But it is technically a plan. But I do have some questions I need to ask.
Go.
One question specifically.
Uh-huh.
How much is 12 gallons, and is that a lot of water to a dragon?
12 gallons? I mean, that's like an average kitchen trash can full.
Oh, really? Shit, I thought that
Kitchen
was
trash
more.
cans are like 12 to 13 gallon. Not a lot. I mean, that's like, I guess for this dragon, a low ball drink.
Can I make an
Coffee cup
intelligence
size for a
check?
dragon.
I don't know if this is going to count as an action or not.
Hmm?
Can I make an intelligence check to see what would happen if I force fed a dragon 12 gallons of seawater?
Yeah, go ahead, roll. I'll give you that one for free.
I swear to God, this is a point.
This is a great plan.
This is a terrible plan.
This is a great.
Just straight intelligence, or
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've got a +2 to that, and I've been rolling great. What can go wrong? That sat on a 20 for like 2 minutes.
Best you could tell, it's not going to do a lot. I mean, it's seawater. It's probably going to leave a nasty taste in his mouth, but given that red dragons' inside stomachs are almost like molten lava, the water's just going to turn to steam. He's just going to belch it out without much consequence.
Fair point. Let's see, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to go over there. Because no. And then I'm going to shoot the dragon.
Okay.
Which is less funny than my actual plan, but probably safer. Nope. Can't roll above a 10 today.
Uin Lad.
Someone else deal with it.
Various turn.
First of all, I'm going to go over here. And then magic missile.
Magic
Thank you so
missile.
much.
So you got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage added. Congratulations, you have passed step 1. He is now in the pissed stage.
Ah.
As if he
Yeah.
wasn't already.
Well, before he started as amused you're gonna take him on, then annoyed. Now he's just pissed because you're not getting the hint to leave him. You're actually trying. All right.
Oh no, we're trying not to die.
Round 2. Fight.
All right. Tessa shows up, running onto the field.
She's had her coffee.
What are you? Oh my.
We're fighting a dragon.
It's the mayor! He's a
Welcome to the dragon.
I still think he's faking.
I shot him in the butt.
This is new. So, what we are going to do is the first thing is she's going to cast invisibility.
Unlike herself, right?
No.
Is she gonna turn into a dragon as well?
Walks up to the dragon, turns it invisible. I have defeated it. Leaves.
Well, my job here is done.
Right?
Thanks, tuxedo mask.
Oh, so Giles is invisible. Okay.
All right, Sarge, you're now invisible to it.
Okay.
The dragon's like, what's that going to do? I've got the ability to... And she's like, oh, I'm not done yet. Snaps her fingers for a second quicken spell.
Oh, she's a sorcerer.
Aha!
It blinds the dragon.
Oh,
Sweet.
If you guys are serious about fighting him, have at it. Okay, Sarge, you're up.
Okay.
you have advantage on attack rolls now.
Yes.
Yes. Do I remain? Do I break invisibility when I attack, though?
Leonard, try to get into a position so I can flank him.
That's not a bad idea. He can't see me at the moment.
And you know Koni's being serious when she actually calls you by your real name.
Oh.
Let's see. So if I move here while I'm invisible, I don't think that... I mean, it might provoke, but he'd have disadvantage on... Well, not that it would make much difference. Anyway. But yes, this would set up Koni for a flank.
Okay. He takes a swat next to you and like pounds dirt. I know you're there. I can smell you.
Oh, how very smog.
Action surge. Let's
Wait,
get.
Oh, did you disengage?
Sorry,
or-
no. Sorry. Fighting second wind. Second
Oh,
wind.
second one. Okay, right.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
For all the health he did, just Sarge wipes his brow, gets some of the blood off. This is that it's like, oh, now I can see again. And then, with advantage here, so. Oh, good. Got an 11 and an 11.
Well then, unfortunately, neither of those will hit.
Cool.
Your butt attack, though. I mean, you get the attack with the butt
True.
Yes.
of the glaive, not like an actual butt. And that also has advantage.
That'll teach them.
So plus
yes.
the normal attack, so
So
17.
That would be a
17.
17 for the
17.
second one.
Okay. No, still not enough. You're hitting him.
Yeah.
It's hard to miss him. It's just the scales.
Yeah, essentially.
Anyway, that's all of Sarge's tricks. Though he has set up a nice advantage there for anyone that has, sneak attack or something of the sort.
Fairies with advantage. Oh,
Hell yeah!
Way to go, fairies!
That's my people!
All right.
oh. They just deal 1 damage.
It's 2.
Oh, okay.
2 damage.
It's something.
Well,
I'm helping.
hey now. You're forgetting the other part.
Oh,
Okay, that's a failed wisdom check. So the dragon, gets hit with this doink. You really think that's, gonna go slightly woozy here. All right, everybody stop spitting.
Ooh.
The dragon has been poisoned.
Yay.
All right.
Koni she just drops her bow, pulls out her short sword and the scimitar, and just comes barreling out from behind the tree.
Don't mess with the fairy squad.
Right?
It's gonna
The dragon's going to learn one of the key rules of everything. Don't mess with the Fae.
just running up, launching herself, and just goes in swinging.
All right, you have advantage because he's blinded. And hey, this will be sneak attack if it hits.
You get to roll twice, of course, because advantage was a good. Rip.
So close.
But you do have your offhand attack. So
Yeah, does that also get advantage?
Yes.
Yep, everything does. And his AC is high.
Yeah, his AC is high. It's higher than 17.
It's higher than 17, you said?
Yeah, it's higher than 17.
So she just
Yep.
comes in and just starts whacking at it, and you just hear these clong, clank, clong, crong noises. She's just smacking them in the front, and uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Flint.
Right. Flint just looks around, sees 2 casters back there, and just for a moment kind of wishes they were somewhere else, and then feels something fuzzy licking his hand. He looks down, and the Flareon's there. Oh. Well, good to see you here. Hey, could you get them out of here? And the Flareon will basically use fiery teleportation. That was for flavor. It would be summoned closer to Tessa and Uin Lad,
Oh, okay.
and would basically use fiery teleportation, not to hurt anyone because it's a fire dragon, damn it, but to teleport all of them 15 feet backwards up towards the cliff face if they want to be moved.
Okay. Does Uin Lad want to be moved?
My range on magic missile is yes, so
Okay.
Yeah, Tessa can also be moved along with them if she wishes. But
Okay.
I'm going to move up a bit. So I'm up here.
Fairy 2 shouts Wolverines and throws some magic missiles at it.
So that's 3d4 plus 3, right? Or
So
oh, yeah,
11.
sure. Right.
And then now it's... Yeah, I think it's time to leave. The other sprite. Not gonna waste my shot. Gets a nice 13 on the damage. Nice. Wow, you're actually hurting this thing.
Okay, good.
It just kind of starts taking off into the sky and leaving.
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
From the dragon? No.
Oh, it takes off. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, no, the dragon
Good.
doesn't take off yet.
Oh, okay.
The dragon's still lashing out at you guys.
You know, after pissed level comes, you know, get out of here level.
You're kind of hoping for that, aren't you?
Ah.
I still think this dragon is bluffing, and it's not really a dragon.
Well, your confidence is inspiring.
All right, well, a 16 does hit.
So how much damage?
That claw attack will do 8 damage. He's consistent if nothing
No.
else.
Ditto, owe me a Coke. No.
Switching targets. And that's still a hit. Okay,
Now that's 10 damage.
that's 10 damage to Koni.
He's pumping those numbers up. The first bit was rookie numbers.
Rate my encirclement. No.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of lashing out a lot. And you get the impression that he's not doing as much damage as he could, but you don't think at the same time he's holding back.
Weird.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to try shooting him again because that worked great the first time.
Okay,
You do have advantage.
that's gonna hit.
Yeah. Non-natural 20, that'll hit. Casual 6 damage.
There you go.
And that'll be it for me.
Like as
All
on
right.
Monday.
Uin Lad.
Yeah, it's time for another round of magic missile.
We got, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Consistency. Do you move or do you stay where you are?
No, I am the good.
You're the good, okay. We now have Cassia, and she will cast a spell on. I don't have a condition for it, but we'll just pretend. Koni and Sergeant, and they will be getting fire resistance.
Good.
Okay.
Whatever, what do we need that for?
And the cute little fire elemental's too adorable to let die, so she will step up to make sure it's protected.
The fire elemental just looks at her curiously, like, "But I'm protecting you."
But that's my job.
Believe in the me that protects you.
Yes.
All the anime references tonight.
Right?
Uh,
Sarge, your turn.
all right. Well, does flanking give advantage to non-rogues?
I don't even think it gives advantage to rogues in 5e. It's an
Okay,
optional
well-
rule, but
Well, I am not a.
I mean, you already have
I-
advantage, so.
Yes. So it does not matter.
swing. Oh, that's probably hit.
It's still a hit.
Okay.
That was close to a crit. 7, respectable.
You also have your butt.
Yeah, gonna hit him in the butt.
Okay, time for the booty call.
That's
Hey,
a nice booty call because that's actually a 24.
that's gonna hit.
That looks like 5 damage.
5.
All right. Damn. All right, yeah, actually starting to do some damage on this dude. What do you know? Dragon takes 12 poison damage as the poison starts doing its thing. Sprite at this point is going to cast invisibility and get moving.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't really blame it.
I mean, they are low-level creatures.
Yeah, yeah. They were expecting an old man, not a dragon.
Yeah, did not pay
Yeah.
for this.
We did not pay enough. We did not pay this much money to their Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to apologize to
They're
them later.
OnlyFans now. Sorry.
Hey, they had
Okay,
fun.
yes. They are Fae, so OnlyFans is probably more appropriate, yes.
Only phase.
Only
Only
phase.
say yes.
Oh, God.
All right,
Well, now we know what the next plot line is going to be about.
right.
Oh god.
Koni, your turn.
All right. Do I need to move to stay in flanking position or anything?
Well, you don't actually have to be in flanking position to sneak attack. You just have to have an ally adjacent,
Which
Oh,
you do.
okay.
So you're good.
or have advantage, and you have both.
Yeah.
So you can roll again. Oh, hey, that should hit.
Finally.
That'll hit.
All right.
So
Should I roll the second attack first, or
Go ahead, do damage.
okay? Yeah, that'd be 8 damage.
Okay.
That's with the short sword. Now for the scimitar.
oof.
Okay. No. However, all
At
that
least it is.
all that tink 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 tink, and then you actually manage to finally get between scales and draw some blood there.
Yeah, Koni is looking kind of desperate to like continue to do damage. All should be noted as well. Like she's like trying very, very hard to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the while, she's just like kind of like cursing herself that her weapons can't penetrate dragon scale, wishing she had something better.
First of all, I am counting of the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 60 feet. I am within range, I think, for healing word.
Okay.
Yeah, I think as a bonus action, so Wildfire Spirit isn't going to do anything this round. I'm going to use Healing Word on a mob. Koni, so that's a D4 plus 3 hit points back. Let me roll that real quick.
Wait, I haven't taken damage.
You did.
Yeah, you took 10 damage from a claw attack.
Oh,
Yep. One was at you, one was at me.
Mm-hmm.
oh.
So you
Well, I guess
get,
now we know why Koni was desperate.
now you get 4 hit points back. Sorry, that was kind of crappy. But I'm just going to check off that spell slot. And after that, I'm going to make an attack with advantage with my sling. So I click advantage, and then... Oh, that's a hit.
There you go.
So in that case...
A lot of 19s going off.
Okay, 5 bludgeoning damage.
There you go. Pluck.
So basically, he whistles quickly, and Koni probably feels a little better as like a wind blows past, and then a stone hits the dragon in the head again.
Plonk.
Flint is then going to move a little bit, considering that, yeah, he just hit a dragon in the head.
All right, sprites. 1, 2, 3.
Run away! Run away! Keep running!
Yeah.
Run away! Run away!
Just basically, yeah, they just leave scene. They fought a dragon for a couple rounds and they lived to tell the tale. That's good enough for them.
Yep.
The dragon at this point, rather pissed and starting to actually bleed, and this is kind of concerning because he kind of needs that blood on the inside.
Yeah.
Like most people.
Just lets out this.
Is there some terrifying person who needs his blood on the outside?
All right. He lets out a deafening roar. I will need Koni and Sarge to make wisdom saves.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he actually did some.
That's
got a
probably in
17.
the main one. I rolled a dice and it was a 5. Let me put it like that.
Okay.
Right.
So neither of you make the DC. So basically, the dragon invokes his frightful presence, which instigates disadvantage on you. But since you had advantage on him, those are going to just cancel each other out.
All right.
Kill yourselves.
The dragon just basically, you know what? Screw you all.
The dragon flexes on you.
I'm out of here.
Ah.
And he unfurls the wings to take off. You notice that underneath the wings and a lot of his body that was somewhat covered up by the wings, you notice there's a lot of burned, darkened scaling. Ashen.
Can I use my? Oh, sorry.
Like he got blown up at one point.
You know? That's not off the table as a possibility.
Hmm.
You were saying, Koni?
I want to know if instead of making attack of opportunity, how do I get on this guy?
Mount the dragon.
It'd probably be more athletics, because more strength to hold on to him than dexterity.
What about acrobatics to make it onto him?
The thing is, you have to hold on to him because he's taking off. So athletics would be more suitable for this.
Sarge is going to try to hit him one more time as he goes away. He's not going to try to get on top of the dragon as it's flying away.
Yeah, that does seem a little dangerous.
God dang. Why am I having so many problems grabbing this dice? Right, oh yeah, Koni's
Yeah,
going for
well,
it.
12.
Okay, 12. Okay. You try to
I think-
grab on, and you don't quite hold on as he gets up into the air. You kind of lift up a few inches, and then the scales you're holding onto just kind of pull themselves off his hide, and you fall back to the ground with, fistfuls of dragon scale.
Okay, we can sell those.
Sergeant, you're up. You can get a good swing at him before he leaves. You
I
don't
would
have
like to get-
advantage, though, since you have the frightful presence going on.
Yes, but I'm still going to,
You still could take a swing at.
Oh
your
wait a
normal-
second. Hey, Digo, I'm sorry. I couldn't have used like the Heron Gone rabbit hop to get into a better position and have some sort of advantage on that, could I?
Not really.
It says jump a number of feet equal to 5 times your proficiency bonus, which
Well, this
That's
is
normally a bonus action. So,
yeah, and you're doing an attack of opportunity, which is a reaction.
Hmm.
So it's two different things. Sorry.
Okay.
18.
Well.
Close. It doesn't quite pierce, but you do scrape pretty deep. Some sparks go flying off the edge of your pole arm.
Okay. Fair enough.
And the dragon basically just takes off and starts flying westward toward the mountains, cursing under his breath in Draconic the entire way.
Koni gives a very rude finger gesture to the dragon as it's escaping.
The good news is you did enough damage to reach a threshold that he's not going to go east and burninate the town.
okay.
Yay!
Because I must say, you did a total of about 130-ish points of damage to this thing over the course of these 5 rounds.
Yay!
You could have taken him.
Action economy. It's our one advantage.
Yeah. It also helps that he is like a older, kind of slightly crippled dragon that he didn't have all his abilities because of past accidents.
Right.
Because he exploded.
He got better.
Burn him anyway. No.
But yeah, he's gone for now, leaving you all there with a couple dozen dragon scales around on the floor where you in some blood.
I think Flint just walks up, picks up some of the scales, looks back to the town, looks to Sarge. What do you reckon are the chances that I was seen from the town?
I
Hi.
pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good chances there.
Right. So, we pissed off a dragon. Do we chase it down? Or
Yes, we can't risk him coming back.
That's my worry. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd finish the job.
Hmm.
Tess reaches into your pocket, pulls out a flask, uncorks it, just takes a swig back. Bloop, 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 bloop.
So, those burn marks. You reckon that was the one you
Go,
Oh, with-
go, go, go.
earlier? You okay? That's a lot. Oh wow, that's some lung capacity.
You polish off the whole bottle? Come on.
Flint
Cass
actually
it, puts
clapped.
it away. Okay. I'm done for today. I'm going back to bed.
Okay.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Right, I'm writing a letter to the king.
What were you saying, Flimbert? Flimbert, Flannel?
Was that the one you think you fought all those years ago?
I think that was definitely the one we fought all those years ago.
Okay.
Round 2.
Anyway, thanks. That could have gone pretty poorly without your help.
I didn't do much.
You blinded it. Trust me, that did a lot.
Oh, you should give her one of the scales.
That's a fair point.
I got plenty
Yeah,
of
I'm
those.
going to rip those off, don't I
Oh.
get a say?
Anyway, should we tell the townsfolk first what's going on? They're not really able to defend themselves that well, or do we just chase? Not give
You're
them
gonna
time to
chase
recover.
that?
Yeah, we gotta. if we
I
tell
mean-
the townspeople, there's just going to be panic. Let's go, like, try to find him and end his ass first.
The question is, I mean, yeah, he never even breathes on us. They can, oh god, gods. I mean, there's just a dragon sitting there. Sarge, you were saying something about a king, I think?
Right. This calls for an army, in my personal opinion.
Okay. And we just set up night watches in case he comes flying by.
No, we should totally go try to hunt him down and finish this before he gets a chance to heal and come back even angrier.
And you right on the road.
Do you even know where he's going?
He's a big
Where?
dragon. It's not that hard to miss.
Actually,
Right. If he crawls into any one of the caves up there in one of those mountains, he can just wait there for weeks while we're running around like headless idiots trying to search them all, and then we'll find him not only fully healed, but also in a confined area where if he lets out one breath, we all just go poof.
I think as you're saying,
He's going to do that anyway if we give him if we just like don't follow him.
I think as you're saying this, the fire elemental is slowly like just walking on air into the sky and just looks up into the horizon. Can the wildfire spirit see where the dragon's going?
Going west over the mountain.
Over the mountain.
Over the mountain.
Over the mountain and far away.
Okay. So I think Flint looks up. Oh, that's cool. You can do basically anything, can't you, little guy?
Tess starts laughing.
Okay, so it just goes over the mountain and just
It just
Yeah.
disappears.
Oh, okay. Damn it, we can't catch that. Even I have to admit it now. If he was hiding in the mountain, that would be one thing.
Tess says, I think I figured it out.
What do you mean, figured it out?
Yeah.
There's no cave for him to go in there.
So where the hell is he going?
Probably somewhere far off to get away from us so he can heal up. But don't you see? This is the dragon we fought. His lair was in the mountain till we blew it up and buried it.
So so this whole time he's been trying to hire excavators to...
To dig out his treasure hoard.
Right, but wait a minute. Where are the excavators?
Probably doing their job.
So,
So we need to let them finish and then we steal his hoard.
well, yes, we could do that. That's true, but also we know where he'll come back to. We could set a trap for him in his excavated lair.
Tess says, or we could just let him get his treasure hoard and leave.
I
He
think he's
doesn't
gonna
have
like
his hoard
get his
anymore
treasure
because
hoard,
it's been stolen.
kill all of us, and then leave.
Right.
Possible. I mean, we could just go into hiding.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't want to be like 0 for 2 on homes that get taken over or destroyed. Yeah, I
0
just
for
don't. You see Koni pale and go, 0 for 1?
I live in a forest. The
fine.
forest is very flammable.
Everything I
Yeah,
love burns.
This certainly isn't the second time this has happened. Let's change subjects right now.
On the subject of, yeah, actually, Koni, you said there was a room on his desk, like a teleportation room?
About that.
You broke it.
I kind of sabotaged it, thinking that if we confronted the mayor in his office, he would try to use it to teleport away somewhere.
Not wrong.
There goes that idea. Anyway,
We could have Tessa look at it and see if she could fix it, and then teleport wherever it takes us.
well, that's a thought. Also, in the meantime, we could, as Sarge said, go back and present evidence and try and gather some support.
Well, there is support coming.
Yeah, we did call for several people to come help us, you know.
You called for a platoon
Help.
to kill a monster that was supposedly in the mines. Now they can kill a dragon too.
Should we do something about the excavators, though?
maybe just make sure they're not like gonna hurt anyone, because I don't know, something about them. I don't know which one of you was saying that it was weird that one of them thought the spider looked tasty.
Me, because it was, and I was right.
Something about these people just weirded me out a bit. I'm not sure what.
What if
Oh,
they're
they're probably
also
something else in
dragons and they want
disguise.
to steal his hoard?
Anyway, horde or not, I don't care about the horde. Let's just see
I
whether or
care
not.
about the hoard.
Well, of course you do. Sorry, that wasn't meant as an offensive thing to say. It's just I get it.
I mean,
It's
it is a lot
shiny.
of money. We could use that money to do a lot.
Right, but if it comes to be that we just need to, I don't know. Look, I've only had like Dr. Flem in my life for a few months now. I don't want to lose him, okay? Because we didn't track down some dumb excavators. Or
Right,
whatever the
who are
hell they are.
probably trying to steal the gold as we speak. So we should probably go and like deal with that. Because that is going to do something boring with it, like give it to the king and get promoted.
Yeah.
Well, Koni does have evidence.
Yeah, the whole
Like-
town has evidence of something going on. Flint
Got
just
a
points
lot
to
of
the
evidence.
horizon.
I mean, you just go deliver that, ledger to the king, and that mayor's not going to work there anymore. You're going to get a new mayor, for one. Two, you're probably going to get that army showing up, so you don't have to do anything with that. They'll hunt the dragon down for you.
I don't know. I'm just afraid that dragon's going to try to come back and like go looking for us.
Don't blame you.
It's as if you think you're heroes or something.
Just gonna make a quick skill
Oh,
check.
I understand how revenge works and how people hold grudges.
Right?
Believe me, I should know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
7
you're not
years.
wrong. The dragon could come back and hurt you all for ruining his plans. I mean,
Yeah.
he was on the easy street and was close to completion.
We also kind of are probably going to take his hoard too. Dragons take that very personally as well.
Oh, that's gonna be more than personal.
Anyway, maybe try regroup a bit, try and figure out where the excavators went, just to make sure they aren't like something in disguise, and also send some letters and tell the townsfolk why the heck a giant dragon flew through the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And Tess,
What about
I
Tess?
am so sorry. I'll bring some tea later. Small thanks, but we need it. Flint just picks up the fire elemental and starts cuddling it.
This is
Right,
my
well.
National support fire.
Right, well, I need to go and write some more letters and prepare a defense of the town.
Possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to come back immediately.
If you
We
go
knocked
that
him around
far,
a bit.
I mean, he's lost half his hit points. He's not coming back immediately.
if you fly that far away, you're probably not intending to come back within the day.
I mean, you group of low-level fools and a few fairies, took him half out.
Yeah.
now that the town knows, there's going to be you fools, some fairies, and half a town's worth of angry mobsters coming after him. I mean, sure, he could probably do a lot of damage and kill a lot of people, but he will probably get killed in the process.
It's like Ron White said. He knew they were going to try to kick his ass, but didn't know how many people they were going to bring.
Yeah.
Who's wrong?
Yeah.
Right? That's a
Comedian.
Oh,
The
gotcha.
other thing is, think about how long dragons live. He's not in a hurry.
Very true. He could literally just get his revenge by waiting for us to drop dead.
It's like that lich, and one player was playing a lich, and there was a mob demanding to come out and face justice. And he said he told the GM he was going to close the gates. The GM asked for how long. He said 100 years should do it.
That's hilarious.
This explains every story that starts out with some evil thing locked behind its own castle for 100 years.
Yes. Like someone enters and the lich is just like, oh.
Can you not read the sign? It says no solicitation.
I actually would love to have a lich NPC in a game who's just like, get off of my lawn, and otherwise just does not interfere.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that.
Oh no.
What is old man Skeletor going to come out and yell at us for messing up his backyard that we've been playing in this whole time?
Well, I mean, Tess knows a guy. And
I'm
if you're-
listening.
the woods being what they are, more than just Fae hang out there. To the south, there is a grotto in a cave by the southern river. There is a... He's not undead, but he's probably the closest you'll ever see to a living creature skirting that line. He's not quite a friend. He's a business acquaintance from long ago.
Okay.
Helped some of my former party members get their start.
Okay.
How's he going to help us?
He has resources.
Fair enough.
And she reaches into a pocket, pulls out a small rock. It's like a smooth, kind of oval shape. And there is a triangle carved into it with a eye carved into the triangle.
Is that the symbol of Vecna?
No.
Okay, good, good.
It's
Yeah,
the Illuminati symbol. It's Bill's cipher.
Yeah.
Oh god, no, that's worse.
Here's the Triforce of Wisdom. Make use of it as you will.
Da-da-da-da. Sorry. Go on, Dee.
She will hand it over to you, Flint, since you're closest. Here.
Okay, thanks.
Go show him that. He'll know that it's from me. And tell him the situation. He might need a favor or something, but it's not going to be anything terrible. He's creepy, he's old, but he's really not evil.
It's creepy.
I think I get the type.
spooky, It's altogether spooky.
Yeah, mysterious and spooky, altogether ooky. But here's the thing. He always prefers to be left alone. If there's a dragon burning the countryside, that's going to bother him.
Right.
So
As one would be bothered.
convince him to help you defeat the dragon. See what he can offer. You don't have to take up the offer. Just know that usually it's a little give and take, but he's upfront about it. So
Okay,
it's an option.
thanks. I'll keep this in mind. Pockets it.
I'm going to go start carving some runes on everybody's houses to hopefully make them less flammable. This could take me a couple weeks.
Fair enough.
Well,
Honestly, I might just go with. We'll pull out the dragon scales and I'll just hand them to Sarge.
I'm
Sarge
keeping
will
some of those.
accept these. Right, well, everyone at least gets one for as participation trophy.
Yeah, even one. On a little bit. Oh, look, this one's kind of blackened from the dynamite.
Right, well, this will be a story to tell their nephews and nieces.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could say that.
Sarge is
One way to
unmarried.
look at it.
Is Sarge a
I'll
confirmed bachelor or
apologize
not?
to some fairies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. There's a
Oh,
total
shit.
of 22 scales that you've collected.
Okay,
So
Cool.
you can-
Mark 1. Why do I have 2 mess kits?
I don't know. You're a messy person.
Boy,
It's for second breakfast.
Uin Lad
And
gets
11
it.
days.
honestly, Flint would be the kind of person to have that.
All right. Well, you got about an hour till lunch. What are you going to do now?
Go back to the town and it's like
Eat some good berries.
Yeah,
eat some
anyone
good
who does
berries for one. Yes.
consume those, they should heal you a bit. Also, yeah, I need some tea. And yeah, let's make a plan. thought he was going to be undead, like all the shadow wolves and stuff.
Oh, wait, you think he was the one who was behind that stuff too?
Well, I thought so, but now I'm not so sure. And I mean, also, like, there was the Vecna stuff. How does that all connect in? I mean, Vecna's the god of lies, but there was very much an undead thing going on there. There's, like, undead stuff happening everywhere, and I thought he was going to be some sort of flesh-wearing monstrosity.
There is an answer to what that is about. You just haven't got all the clues yet.
Yeah, very true.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and eliminate this map.
Okay. Well, holy shit.
All right, we survived.
Yes.
Yeah,
You actually did a lot better than I expected.
it's fine.
Anyway, we return to the village. You can imagine everyone is there in the town square. When they see you all, they start running up and asking all at once, what was that screamed like a red dragon and flew off to the west?
I didn't do it.
That screamed like a red dragon. A red dragon.
Sorry.
All right.
This is your department.
Everyone, calm down. There has been a incident with a beast of a slightly fiery and scaly disposition. But we have seen him off, and the king was already sending some reinforcements to be on the lookout before the whole mine monster was killed the other night. Already was sending reinforcements, so when they arrive, the town will be well protected. In the meantime, we are going to be putting a few the magic experts here say they can put a few runes and sigils that will make the town more defensible against fire, which is honestly just a good idea in general. What with how dangerous kitchen fires can be in these days. And so, we are going to go around. Beast is gone for now, and if it does come back, we will have more soldiers, more professional soldiers as well as your homes will be kept safe by magic. So, for now, Sarge doesn't understand magic. You said you would do it, and so he's interpreting that as best he can. And so for now, we're all very tired, and we are going to go have a drink.
Make it a double.
Also, Sarge, do we want to mention how that dragon was,
Oh, yes, and the mayor, God's rest his soul, has departed as well as a result of the situation. In the interim, the town, we are going to have a small election to have sort of promote a stand-in until, well, that situation can be resolved. He's off on his personal business. None of this is a lie.
Very true. Lynch notices this.
All right. The townsfolk is very on edge, but they don't panic. So you have accomplished keeping them calm enough that they'll go about their business for the day, but they will probably...
There's gossip everywhere, isn't there?
Tons of gossip. The mayor got eaten by the dragon. The mayor is the dragon. The mayor is an interdimensional hell beast, 9,000 years old, that summoned the dragon. The mayor is just the mayor. He's probably locked up in his house. The butler did it. All sorts of things.
Well, he didn't want... As if you recall, Sarge's motto is you always have to tell the truth. You just don't always have to say everything you know.
And that's good, because I think they can't handle all the truth at once, because that's a lot to take in.
Right. That will come... The news about what the mayor is will come at a more convenient time.
Mm-hmm.
For now, they can speculate and have fun gossiping with each other.
Oh, they're going to have plenty of that. Cassie, the friendly neighborhood centaur mail carrier, has come back.
Yay!
Aha!
She comes in sporting a basket on her head, and she looks a little dirty, like she trapezed through the river rather than a bridge. Hey all, I'm back, and I delivered the mail. I got more mail back, and boy, was it a long trip.
I
Ah,
was surprised you came back.
welcome back.
Takes the basket off her head. Oh, thank you. And I delivered the letter to the sergeant at arms a couple towns over, and apparently we will be having a small regiment of soldiers in, well, I guess a week. So
All right. That seems like a reasonable time.
yeah.
No, it feels a little long. Have you ever thought like we could use steam to maybe move people faster, like launching them out of steam cannons to get them around, or maybe just on a big box on like a rail? I don't know.
No, I can't say I've ever thought about that.
Oh, I was just thinking about that right now.
What about explosions?
Yeah, that's always
please-
funny.
Please do not blow up the town to try to make it move faster.
Oh, the town we want to move faster, it's the people. But that's
Oh,
Don't blow up the people either.
we're not.
I mean,
doing
we don't have to blow them up. We just have to create explosions near enough that it moves them. They don't have to
that.
die
Okay,
from
I
it.
think this idea has gone far enough. But
I
can think
think I don't really think that I appreciate the difference.
fair enough.
We could just like set explosives under the town, causing them to go off, and the town is launched like a few miles away, thus confusing the dragon when he comes back looking for it.
It's perfect.
Come on, that's just silly. That's like saying you can strap a bunch of explosives and like launch a cylinder up into the skies and reach the moon.
Perfect. The dragon won't think to look for us there either.
Yeah. So, townsfolk doing their thing, trying to be calm. The, of course, staff at the mayor's residence are kind of wondering what they should be doing because the mayor's not there and he's usually the one giving them orders. So they kind of keep the house clean and just mill about waiting to see what happens.
Right.
Koni
Well.
sits in the mayor's office desk chair and tries to give them orders before they throw her out.
Uin Lad will do the exact same thing.
The butler comes in
Watches.
to the mayor's office, looks at both Koni and Uin Lad, crosses his arms, and says, "Before I throw you two out, was there anything about the mayor that was unusual before he went off on his
Turned into a
business?"
dragon.
Why? What have you noticed?
Probably not
Well,
my
it's
business to
produced
say, but he's
secrets.
been very dodgy as of late. Ever since those engineers showed. Though I'll probably
Yeah,
have to
about
tell
that. Where
them,
are those engineers?
doing whatever the mayor instructed them to do. I suppose when they come back this evening, I will tell them to go home, as the mayor is out of town and he was paying them.
Wait, they're coming back?
They have
Yeah.
taken residence here for the time being until their job is finished.
Yeah, I'm gonna show myself out. See ya. And Koni runs off. Tries to go tell the Sarge that the engineers are coming back and everything.
Right. Well, we can see him off peacefully then.
Or, we
Because
could interrogate them.
on what grounds?
We know the mayor was going to like try to rob this place blind. I mean, maybe they actually knew something about it that we could they could share with us. Especially
If-
since they're probably not going to get paid.
Well, I suppose if we did offer them some like, because you're not being paid, if you'll answer a few questions, we'll give you some money. That might be acceptable, but we aren't going to arrest them because there's no grounds for suspicion on them, even if they do seem like not like unsavory fellows. There's no evidence that I can say that they've actually committed a crime. But if they're willing to sit down and have a little chat for a few gold, then, well, We could get our answers. They could get some of the money they're missing out on, and then they can leave.
I'd like to be there when you do that. Just out of curiosity. And because I can cast Detect Magic.
Uin
Right.
Lad.
Yes.
The butler tidies up the mayor's desk. Doesn't really stop you from putting your feet up on it. But he kind of after tidies that up, kind of looks at you, considers for a moment, and asks, "You wouldn't happen to have connections to the Fey Court, would you?"
I might.
I was just curious if there was a way to get an audience. Nothing crazy, just I was curious what they can do about the local weather.
What would you prefer?
I could use some rains just to make sure that the crops this spring, get a good head start.
I can maybe see what we can do. I make no promises.
All right, and let me know what the cost would be for that. I'll see what I can arrange.
And we'll leave very quickly. They were going to steal all the paintings on the way out, but they decided not to.
Oh no. Something's wrong. Also, the butler kind of considers, why does everybody leave this room so quickly after I tell them things?
Am I the problem? No, it is the
Is it
guests
me?
who are wrong.
Am I the problem?
Right?
No, it's the butler, man. You're fine. We'll leave quickly and go to the forest.
All right, so you go off to the forest. Benqua, what are you doing?
I think I've probably gone back to work.
Okay.
Because I have an actual job that I need to be doing.
That's true.
Some of us have jobs.
Fortunately, this is the sergeant's job.
Yeah.
I know that's not a particularly exciting answer, but yeah.
Flint did say this is a vacation day, so go on.
The blacksmith you work for, as you are doing your work and everything, she kind of chats it up with you as she's working. Rizol says, "So, you actually went toe to toe with a dragon?"
I mean, it was a pretty half dead dragon, and I spent most of my time shooting it from a distance. But yes.
It's still a dangerous creature. Come on, it's a dragon.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Well, good for you, actually. You actually stood up and you fought something. Hey, she gets you a pretty hard punch in the shoulder. She means well with it, though, but, strength and all. Good for you. Hey,
Ow, thank you.
did you happen to get any scales off it? I mean, I'm assuming it lived and flew off. I think that's what we saw over there, but, I mean, you fought it for a bit. I mean, shed anything?
Yeah, if I've got any of the scales, I'll hand them over.
Everyone got at least one.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll hand one over.
Looks the scale, looks it over. Oh, nice. Yeah. I've been reading up on working with dragon scale.
Convenient.
Yeah. You get a whole bunch of these pieces. I could probably try a few things that I've picked up in some of the journals I've been reading, and maybe I can make something out of it for you.
I can ask the others, but I make no promises.
Yeah, no promises needed. Just a thought. If you're going trapezing to fight a dragon, you end up not getting eaten by it. Hey, something to do, something to give.
Yeah, that's true. May as well make use of the situation.
Hey. All right. Well, let me go finish these iron fittings for the new fence at McGregor's. He's got to get a new fence up this spring before the cattle tear down what's left of the old one.
And the
Oh,
rabbits
yeah.
get into his garden.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, what the fuck? No.
Well,
Wrong bunny.
as always, just chuck me the work you need done, and I'll get on it.
Yep. Which you will do. All right. So, Flint,
Yeah.
you work with, your apprenticeship with the doctor.
Yeah.
The occasional farmhand comes in because they injured themselves cutting with a tool or something the wrong way or tripped over something. Nothing serious, just the usual.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem very chatty, though, about dragons and stuff. He tries to focus on work.
Yeah.
But he does seem to talk a good bit about treating burn wounds.
Yeah, Flint notes that and just nods, basically just taking in the information, and actually will respond a few times like, "Oh yeah, my other father sort of told me about how to treat those with calendula oil and whatnot."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The herbalism perspective.
you can get some of that stuff
Halo.
from the local woods if you know where to look.
Yeah, I know. Found it a few times.
Oh, good, yeah. We might need to stock up on it.
Well, I can do that for you if you like.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good boy.
Yeah,
Alright.
thanks. Well, I think Flint just sort of sits down, looks at his hand. It's kind of shaking a bit. Sorry if I've been having you do a lot of the surgery today. It's just, I don't think I'm in a state for that right now.
That's all right. Plenty of leeches.
Fair enough. Oh God, leeches. Are you sure those things are clean? Like, I'm not so sure on this leech theory thing. I don't know. Like,
Grandian leeches, are they clean? They're leeches.
Leeches.
yeah,
Hey, their saliva is a very good anticoagulant. It's really good when you need to do a little surgery before stitching someone together. Keeps the blood clots from getting in the way till it's needed.
I've noticed that some of the patients who get that treatment get sick afterwards. Do you think there's a correlation? I mean, I'd need to do I don't know, maybe gather a bunch of cases and record how many times it happened, and then look at that somehow. That's called statistics, right?
You've been reading too much of Jon Snow's work.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway.
Good stuff, though.
He does know nothing after all.
Right. All right.
I would like to say this can happen later, but Flint would also definitely follow up on his promise to Tess and arrive with not only tea, but some of the best biscuits he could get in town. So that can happen later.
Okay. All right. So, unless you guys are doing anything particularly poignant, the rest of the day is going to go uneventful.
Right.
We'll eventually come back to the butler and be like, okay, so I had a chat with the princess, and it's going to cost 5 gold for us to make it rain.
Just 5 gold?
Yeah, well, most of the ingredients we can just get from around our area. We need some money to buy the incense.
Oh, okay. So he will get 5 gold out of his personal pocket and hand it over.
Thank you. I will take this back to her, and it will start to rain in about 8 hours.
Cool. Butler's very pleased with this.
And we'll then leave to return back to the forest.
Anything else?
Nope.
I mean, I did have the moment with Tess, if no one minds, but I mean, I don't want to take up too much time.
That's okay.
No,
This is all you guys taking up time. This is you.
Fair enough.
Tess, she's not on her porch for once. She's actually inside,
Right.
organizing some books and some things in the kitchen as she's trying to get prepared to make a big brew batch of potions.
Just
You knock
watches
on the
for
door,
others
she
that-
just says, come on in, it's unlocked.
Flint nods, comes on in, and just without even saying anything, we'll just start boiling water, put some tea out, put the biscuits on the table behind her, and just I'll say, I brought a snack in case you want something. And yeah, the tea will be on in a moment.
Oh, excellent. You don't have anything like whiskey to go with it, do you?
I didn't think about that.
That's okay.
Probably should have brought some though. I know you tend to like that a bit more than me.
I'll go to the store and get some later.
Fair enough.
I'm sure Xandarth gets a supply. He probably got some recently, actually. I'll talk to him.
Knowing him, yeah.
Has he bugged you all for dragon scales?
Not yet, but I assume he will
Oh yeah,
soon.
that is one thing. I mean, unironically, dragon scales are worth a lot of money. I know that he's
Yeah.
dragonborn, but don't let that like cause a problem. He's not that weird.
Yeah. Yeah, thankfully.
So he'll give you a good deal on them if you're just getting rid of it.
Okay. It's good to know. Thanks.
So I'm gonna brew up a bunch of fire resistance potions for y'all since you're going to need it really soon. And,
Yeah. But look,
Yeah.
how do I put this? We put you through a lot lately and you've done a lot for us. There needs to be a give and take. And I mean, look, it's not just like politeness. It's like there's sort of a law in the world. If something is taken, you must give back. At the very least, you're being terribly rude. At worst, you're violating hospitality of some sort. And depending on where you're from, that can really hurt. But mostly, I'm sorry about all this. We didn't mean to dig up your past. We didn't mean to bring a dragon down on your head again. So thank you so much. I don't think we would have lived if you hadn't joined in there.
I mean, I always kind of figured my past will eventually get found out by somebody who was too curious. And it's not like you brought the dragon down on me. The dragon's been here the entire time. We just, didn't poke the hornet's nest until now. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, thanks. Still, I mean, we do owe you a favor, though. I mean, biscuits is just the start. Thanks.
Well, just, protect the town, stick with it, okay? Because I retired from that, and I don't really feel like going back, but I will still give you guys the help you need.
I don't blame you. It's freaking terrifying.
Oh, that's enough. That's the half of it.
Yeah.
You didn't fight this thing when he was at full strength in his lair.
Well, we didn't take casualties either, so I expected a correlation there.
Well, I think your dragon underestimated you all.
Yeah.
If he's been the mayor for all this time, and that's quite a number of years he's been out of practice killing adventurers, he's not going to make that same mistake twice, so don't run at him head first again.
Yeah, I'm not exactly keen to. Some of the other ones are, but I mean, does it seem to you like some people just don't fear death as much as you? I'm not even sure why I'm scared.
Mostly humans and rabbits, but that's up to them.
Yeah. The tea is finished by this point, and he just pours it for both. Puts two sort of lumps of sugar in his and leaves hers to be doctored up however she likes. He just drinks it, not even caring it's hot, puts it down.
All right. So yeah, she will stop for some tea, and then if you want to help brew some potion, she can use an assistant to at least get stuff together.
Duty from Dr. Flem's work. May as well help out. I know a thing or two about herbalism too, if that's relevant here.
Yep, that's exactly what you'll need.
Perfect. Cracks his knuckles. It's been a while.
You got my timing wrong. It'll start raining in the next half an hour.
Oh.
Okay. I was looking at the spell and I saw 8 hours and I was like, oh, that's how long it takes. Oh no, that's how long it lasts.
Oh dear. Okay.
So it will start raining in the next half an hour and last up to 8 hours.
All right.
Thanks, Faye.
You're welcome.
So the afternoon gets really cloudy as it starts sprinkling. The weather kind of just seems to turn on a dime. But yeah, it's starting to rain there, and field hands and stuff kind of come inside because you can't really, till
you can
mud.
do when it starts raining.
So, what do we all do?
Yeah, Sergeant Giles is going around to reassure everyone, essentially. He is going to be where people hang out, talking about things, telling everyone that, in one, like, soldiers will be here in 1 week. We can hold out until then, right? We've held out for longer without him. So on and so forth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A bastion of cheerfulness and confidence.
Well, Koni is unusually serious about the whole dragon thing, but she's mostly gonna try to like keep an eye out for the engineers and see what happens on that end, even if she has to go into the woods and like try to find out where they're working.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Koni does spot the engineers. They come out of the mausoleum late in the afternoon, get caught in the rain, and so they kind of run it quickly with their tools and gear and stuff, trying to race their way back to the mayor's house. And if you don't do anything to stop them, they will eventually get to the house, get let in through the side entrance, and, you know, be forced to take off shoes and everything because tracking in mud.
Yep.
She's gonna be waiting for him at the door.
Okay. So yeah, they get to the door, they get inside, they're
She's blocking the door.
Oh, okay. In that case, they go to step inside and see a rabbit in their way, and they kind of look down and, yes?
You also notice that she is carrying several sharp bladed instruments.
I mean, technically so are the miners, but they weren't going to use them for the same business end that you are.
So, you guys find anything interesting up in the mountains?
In the mountains? They kind of look at each other. No, not really.
That's where they came from, right?
No, they came from the mausoleum.
Oh.
They were digging in the basement there. Remember, you found that somebody was digging through the mausoleum.
So, you guys find anything interesting in the mausoleum?
Besides to look like a fight happened, there's some dead, mangled bodies all over the floor.
Yeah, kind of funny story, though. I know that you guys went in before those mangled bodies showed up. I know that because I'm one of the people who helped make sure they stayed dead, as they were reanimated undead.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you...
No, you don't understand. I saw you guys go in there, and then when I went in there, I had to deal with some goddamn zombies.
Oh.
I think you need to explain yourselves. What did you guys set off in there?
We didn't set off anything. Do you remember any bodies moving? No. Oh, do we maybe not step on a trap or something? Maybe we got lucky. Honestly, not sure why we didn't get attacked.
I want to run an insight check on this.
Okay, yeah. As far as you can tell, yeah, they seem to not acutely be aware that there was any animated undead in there.
Well, what are you guys digging up in there?
The mayor gave us blueprints to dig a tunnel. Told us it was going to be an expansion. Not sure why, but I mean, we're just paid to do the job. We don't question it.
And you haven't found anything in there? Anything unusual, like more dead bodies or like signs of a larger cave structure?
No. There was an altar that was there. Didn't look like part of the original blueprints, but I don't know. What was... It was like, had a hand with an eye in it for the symbolism.
Yeah, Vecna. Look, you...
Yeah, we didn't mess with that. We just kind of thought it was creepy, so we avoided it.
Yeah, don't leave town. Sergeant Giles might have some questions for you later.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't planning to. I mean, the mayor's paying us to, dig this expansion, so we're going to do it.
Has he paid you in advance?
He's paying us by the day.
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I'll leave you to that then. And she runs off, and also... Yeah, she informs Sarge about what she got out of them. But and even though she doesn't have a since they were lying to her, she still feels there's some bull here.
All right, so yeah, you take off to see the sergeant. The engineers kind of look to the butler. The butler shrugs. They've been leaving very quickly today. I have no idea. Oh, Sarge, by the way, are you feeding your prisoner?
Yes.
Okay. Good. I figured you were. I just wanted to make sure you didn't forget he actually existed, because yes, he's still in there.
Don't worry, we are feeding the pathetic prisoner man. Anyway. Not Sergeant Giles' personal opinion. Anyway, so yes, Giles will eventually come back to, the jail.
Okay.
And sort of take a sit down and just kind of collapse, to be perfectly frank.
Collapse at the front desk.
Understandable.
Oh. Gods above.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, your comfort's interrupted by a rabbit showing up.
Oh, hello. Hello, Koni.
Yeah, so I had a talk with those engineers. They seemed very surprised that there were undead in that mausoleum but I know for a fact they went in first, and then when I went in, I had to deal with the goddamn zombies.
So were they actually surprised, or was it all, oh, we didn't know surprise?
I think it's more the latter. I'm not sure. Well, they didn't they didn't tip anything. If they're lying, they've got good poker faces. But I still think something's up. There's no way they could have just gone in there and not noticed the there's undead and things crawling around, or they would have been attacked, I think.
Right.
So go get them.
All right. Sarge is going to kind of, just stand up slowly. He was clocked twice by that dragon. And even after eating the good berries, is a mite sore.
Yeah. It'll knit your bones, but it won't take away the pain. You need something else for that.
Hey, whiskey doesn't take away the pain either. Anyway, so
Oh, God.
he is going to head towards the mayor's house.
Okay. Koni,
Trying
do you
to
go
put-
with?
I'm gonna kind of go, but I don't. They've already seen me try to get information out of them. I'm gonna let Sarge here take care of this.
All right, so the engineers are up in their bunk room, changing clothes because they're all sopping wet, and changing into dry clothes, and considering get a early dinner in. And Sergeant, you and I guess Koni as well, will meet up with them there. So Sarge, take it away.
Right. First of all, welcome, gentlemen. I have bad news to start off with here. Your employers departed town rather suddenly on personal business. As such, I'm afraid that the contract you had going on here is effectively nullified due to the person who was paying you having left. However, we do have some questions of our own and would be willing to give you a portion of what was promised if you'd answer them.
They look at each other, look a little confused, but they agree.
All right, so first of all, what precisely were the details of your contract? If we are getting into, the full legal, arrangements made?
The mayor hired us to do a survey of the old mines to see if they can be reopened. Then, of course, they got shut down because of the monster. You should know that.
Right.
So he wrote up a second contract to have us do an expansion of the mausoleum. And, well, I mean, it's either that or go home. And, the mayor pays pretty well, so we decided, yeah, we'll go ahead and dig a little bit down there in the basement. So we did.
All right. So it wasn't... Okay. In that case, next question for me, and then some of the others may have some. In your personal opinions, what sort of person was the mayor?
No nonsense business. He seemed like he to the point. Doesn't joke around. Just tells you what to do, gives you the money, and that's it. We do it.
Well, see, okay, we're trying to learn a bit more about what he was doing, leading up to his departure. And so did he act strange at all in any way?
No. He seemed to be generally a politician, businessman kind of mayor. Didn't do anything weird. Why?
Well, he was pulling some funny things when he left. So let's just leave it at that for now. And we're just making sure that all his affairs are in order, first of all, and that also he didn't leave behind anything that will have, personal business, shall we say, unresolved that might be unpleasant for us during his absence. He may yet come back, but we won't know that until he does. So, I guess at this point, Skiles is going to turn it over to anyone else that has any particular questions they wanted to ask.
I mean, I've already asked them if they found anything, which they didn't seem to. I kind of failed my interrogation check to see if they were on the up and up. So yeah, I got nothing.
Just realized I said that Flint wanted to be there a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been quiet, but he would have cast Detect Magic prior to coming in. Does he notice any magical auras on these people?
Okay. Well, we'll say you caught up after your meeting with Tess and having tea. You show up, you catch the tail end of the conversation, you do your Detect Magic. They do not have anything magical on them, no.
They themselves are not magical beyond what is normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Would he have heard the last few exchanges?
Sure.
In that case, quietly, he's just eyeing them like, okay, do these people have an angle, or are they he's just going to try and insight this? Well, 14 isn't terrible.
Not terrible. They seem to be honest. It doesn't look like they are the kind of people that really ask a lot of questions about the jobs they get.
Right, yeah.
Especially when they pay well, so it's like, yeah. Maybe they had a little personal question about what was the reason to expand a mausoleum in a tiny village that doesn't have many people die off much. But
They didn't ask.
They didn't ask. Not their business.
Right. I think Flint just looks to the sergeant, shrugs, taps his eyes, and just sort of shakes his head.
Right. Well, I guess the next question is, how much was the mayor paying you per day?
They'll give you whatever. It's going to be higher than whatever standard rate. I don't have a number off the top of my head, so we'll just say if an average mining staff and engineers make like X, this is going to be like 20% above that board.
Right.
X.
So yeah, X plus 20%.
Right. Okay. Well,
The average labor cost for a day's work is 2 gold.
Okay. So 2 gold, 2 silver.
right.
Yep.
Well, we are going. In that case, since Sarge is, I think, now the highest legal authority in the town.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Congratulations on the new mayor.
That's uncomfortable.
Oh no, it's a police state.
So that's 2 gold, 4 silver, actually,
Oh, okay. Should go
for
for it.
20%.
Gotcha.
He is going to go ahead and, from the accounts the mayor left behind, if there are no objections from, say, the butler or anyone like that, pay them that day's wages early, for tomorrow's wages early, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and say, well, if no one has any other questions, then we wish you all a restful evening, and well, you can stop by the tavern if you wish for a drink, and good luck in your future endeavors.
So you will be dismissing them.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure there'll be no
Right,
negative
right.
consequences of this.
Yes, be fine.
If you all want to follow them and shadow them and try to find out their dark secrets, you're welcome to.
I'm good.
Okay.
Turns out they were actually carpenters, not miners.
Oh, yeah. Turns out there's all a scam.
Hmm. All right. So, yeah, okay. They buy it, whatever. They have questions why what's wrong with the mayor or whatever, but I guess they'll just take the money and go. So they'll leave in the morning.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. The butler seems pleased that it's raining heavily outside. He's watching the window. He seems to take a bit of pleasure in the sight. Benqua, doing anything this evening?
So yeah, what Benqua will probably do is, well, she's been working in the forge all day. Probably hit the tavern, see who's around.
Okay.
If we can still get there through the rain.
Oh yeah, you can get there. It's gonna be a bit of a muddy trek, but you'll get there. Well, guess everybody's favorite lovable rogue's already got a story he's worked on. I think they worked on. Sorry. Ikari is basically on stage and telling the tale of the heroes who fought the dragon to a standstill. Because Ikari was there. They saw it.
Oh God.
I think
Of
Flint
course
shows
they
up
did.
afterwards, raises an eyebrow, and just walks in and orders, like... Strangely enough, he doesn't order dinner, he just orders a drink.
I mean, on the one hand, the story is kind of half BS. On the other hand, it kind of makes you guys look good. So, are you really going to stop him?
Yeah. That's how he gets away with it.
No, but I'm gonna look grumpy the entire time.
Does Uin Lad join us?
Yeah. He's already in the pub with a drink.
Did you have
But,
anything you wanted to do? Because I have something Flint would like to ask you if you don't mind. But if you do whatever you want
Already
first.
did my thing where I went to the ferries and made it rain.
In that case, I think Flint looks to Uin Lad, looks at the rain, sort of sighs and says, "Well, I was hoping for better weather tonight, but farmers need it. Shouldn't be selfish." By the way, I have a somewhat strange question, and I do not mean this in a romantic sense. So, would you like to have dinner in the rain tonight in a tent? In the forest?
Okay.
Oh, you're really up for that? Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's go do it.
I don't know why that broke us.
Were you expecting me to say no?
Fair enough. I'll get some supplies for making some stew.
Okay.
And yeah, exactly as he says, Flint will sort of find a spot in the forest, and with it, we'll get his tent out, and we'll have sort of like a coat on to keep dry until then. Uh, and we'll sort of set it up, start making the stew out there, and Uin Lad may notice well, Uin Lad probably wasn't awake when this happened, but it's the same stew that Flint made when that little fox Fae met him when they were sort of sleeping on when he was on watch that one night in the woods. Um, I think he looks to Uin Lad and says, "So,
Mhm.
I'm hoping to meet with a friend whom I met in the forest once. They seem to like this.
Oh.
I'm wondering if they seem to know a thing or two about what was going on. Also, it just, pays to continue a relationship once you've started it, in most cases. Pays to be
Right.
polite. You know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
do
you
something.
asked a Fae to go to the Fae Woods and have dinner.
Yeah.
All right. Two things.
Mhm.
One, any of you that get drinks over at the tavern, the first round is free because you guys are heroes.
Yeah.
Chasing off a dragon.
Yeah.
You could thank Kari for some of that because they, basically pumped you guys up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, hey, you got a PR campaign going. All right. Two, Flint, your plan does work. Eventually, we'll say about an hour and a half out in the rain, the fox does show up, kind of slinks into the tent, shakes off dry.
Hey there, Mr. Fox. Come in, get warm. Oh, hold on. I wonder. And Flint just turns around, and sure enough, the fire elemental is sitting right next to him.
Mhm.
He just blinks. That's awfully convenient. Yeah. The fire elemental just sort of coughs, and like a small and sort of like the campfire reignites. Yeah, feel free to get warm there. And
Yeah.
yeah, I have some stew. I have some tea. How have things been since we last talked?
Well, word out on the wind is that there's a rather large, scaly beast that was out by the edge of the forest and tangled with a group of adventurous creatures.
Yeah, I must admit, I was only a little surprised to see some pixies around. Their help was welcome.
You're
They were part of
welcome.
it. I wondered if that was you. Thanks. But yeah, your sources are pretty much correct.
Hmm. Was the rain also you?
No, that was me.
Huh.
Wait, that was you?
That
Oh,
was me. Well,
good guess.
it wasn't necessarily me. The butler in the mayor's place asked me if I could get in contact with someone in the Fey court of this forest and see if we can do something about the rain. And we did.
Ah.
Raises an eyebrow and says, "So, hold on. Did he offer a favor? That's kind of like
He paid.
customary."
He paid.
Okay, a little gauche, but not the worst thing he
Yeah,
could have done.
yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's a good plan. I mean, keeping the village all wet, supping is gonna make it really difficult to catch fire.
Hmm.
Very true.
And it's also good for the crops.
Also
That's
true.
also true. I'm curious though.
Mhm.
When we last met, you talked about multiple forces kind of causing trouble around these parts.
Mhm.
It's funny, when you're in the woods for a long time, you kind of lose track of a lot of what happens, a lot of what threatens most people. It wasn't until I came to this town that things seemed to really start to heat up. There's no correlation there, but I wonder. One of these things I imagine is left, but I don't know. Strange, isn't it, that a dragon would have a temple to Vecna crypt? Have any thoughts about that?
Well, does that altar belong to the dragon?
Good question. Good question. Who did make that crypt? And who interred the body there? I think Flint just looks around and says, look, I'm not very good at being subtle. That's kind of a disability, given how I grew up. But do you mind if I just ask, have any of these threats really left? I mean, the dragon's gone, but the other ones, the shadow creatures and whatnot.
The shadow creature is still a threat, but not to your village.
It's a shame. And the wolves?
Those are related to the shadow creature.
I had a feeling. Flint will, of course, insight check, just because, fairy. Not, I mean, that sounds kind of, I don't know, speciesist, but...
No, I'm doing
Okay.
anyway.
Oh,
Because
well, I'll actually add 3 to that, because I accidentally rolled history, so that's a
Okay.
16.
Yeah, and a
they know
16.
so I ain't gonna,
Yeah, the fox is being straight with you. The shadow wolves, shadow monster, seems to be kind of all the same branch of quest line, you could say. It's all related there.
Once every 10 years, huh?
What's once every 10 years?
That's, well, farmers, they gossip. They say that once every 10 years, the wolves come back. Maybe inaccurate. Maybe that they're always there just waiting.
The wolves are here every day. They don't seem to take a break.
The shadowy ones or the regular ones?
Oh, you're talking about the shadowy ones.
Yeah,
I don't remember them being here 10 years ago.
really.
Yeah, they're more of a recent thing with the shadow monster.
Well, Flint sort of reaches into his pack and pulls out a really nice, pastry he got in town. Like, the closest you can get to a croissant in this area of the world. I'll sort of lay it out and say, so, do you remember when that started?
The first sighting I saw of the shadows coming to life and causing trouble, I would say, would be almost 2 weeks ago.
Just 2 weeks. Interesting. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I must say, the rain is kind of beautiful, even if it is kind of wet and nasty when you're out in it. But it's nice when you got a fire around.
I suppose so. I'm
I like
partial
stay
to
here.
dry weather myself.
I don't blame you. Well, probably won't be dry for a bit.
Yep.
But if you want to hang out here, I'm probably going to spend the night in this area.
I got places to be.
Fair enough. But thanks. Genuinely. Mr. Fox. And, well, if a pastry ever goes missing, well, consider it my thanks.
How nice of you.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh.
Uin Lad, you ever going home?
I mean, technically I'm at home right now. This is my home, the forest, but maybe.
Well, I'll keep them off your trail a little while longer if you want. Everyone's entitled to some privacy, right?
Yep.
Just thought to be helpful. Your friend here's very kind to the forest.
Oh yes, no, or, offering hospitality to the Fae, consorting with them. If I didn't know better, I think he was trying to curry favor or something.
Dangerous.
Yeah. This isn't so much currying favor so much as it is just kind of reliving something I used to do a lot when I was younger. It's kind of just everyday life. You do right for someone else, They do right for you. They do right for you. You do right for them. Simple give and take. It's how the world works when you think about it.
All right. Well,
Oh, I spent my fair share of time in this forest myself with my other dad.
fair enough. I will take my leave then. Thank you for
Oh,
the hospitality.
Good night.
No problem. Take care.
The fox darts off into the woods. Anybody else have any other business? It's a pretty good stopping point otherwise.
I think so too.
No, I think that was.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope I didn't take too much time myself.
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. 8 hours of rain. The town's going to be soaking wet, so if the dragon does come immediately for revenge, he's not going to set much on fire. So that's good.
Uh-huh.
Come morning, the engineers are going to pack their things and go back to the capital. And, yeah, you guys are going to have a mausoleum with a tunnel dug into it to nowhere and a mine that's been closed off due to monsters that's going nowhere. And in another 6-ish, 7-ish days, there's going to be a small army showing up to deal with the dragon. So,
Good.
if you can keep the dragon
Yay.
away for another week, you got it made.
Yay!
Dragging away for a week.
Yeah. Well, you
How
do
hard
have,
could that be?
right? And you do have several things you could be doing. Going back to the mine to poke at it again, go to the mausoleum, see what the engineers are poking at, go visit that business acquaintance of Tessa's, if you want.
Remember, everyone, a Sarge a day keeps the dragon away.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was quite the stand-up
Yeah.
fight.
I'm a little disappointed I didn't jump onto the dragon and stab it as it was trying to fly away. I was kind of bummed about that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It was
it was a difficult try to do it, but I mean, if you managed it, I'd be curious where you would go with that.
Well, it'd be more up to the point of where Koni would land.
Yeah,
Not where he's going.
because I don't think he would keep you on his back for long.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
All right. For everyone who's been listening, thank you very kindly. We hope you had some fun, and we'll see you again maybe in 2 weeks for our next exciting episode of Dracadia.
Have a good one, everybody.
Take care.